Hello everybody and welcome to Theater Tips video number 2, Auditioning. Welcome back! Auditioning can be a scary and nerve-wracking part of theater. So I made this video to hopefully relieve some of that stress and help you prepare for your next audition. We are going to talk about where to find audition information for different theaters, what you need to prepare for a standard audition, tips for any audition, fun facts that also double up as confidence boosters, and a bonus tip at the end. Most theaters, from professional to community, have websites. That is where you will find all the information you need about what shows the theater is going to do and about all the auditions. Usually, information about a theater's shows that season is under a Tickets button, a Shows button, or a Seasons button on the menu. Audition information is usually under a Join Us button or a Theater Info button on the menu. When you find and decide what play to audition for and find the audition information, you'll usually find similar things you need to do for every audition. These things are: look at the description for the character you want. This will usually include the name of the character, their gender, the age range for that character. You don't exactly have to be in that age range, you just have to be able to portray that age range. And a description about the character and the range they sing if it's in a musical. Prepare a song or monologue for a play that is about a minute long. The exact amount of time for that song or monologue will be in the audition information, and it could be longer, it could be shorter. Also, sometimes it says that amount in bars or measures of music. You'll need to practice. Like I said in my last video, you can practice in front of the mirror, your family, and your friends who can help you and give you feedback. You can also video yourself and listen to that so you know how you sound. Practice right up until the audition, and then don't worry, you've got this. And be confident. Don't ever stop to doubt yourself. Keep going and believe that part is yours. It works. And even if you don't get that part, you'll get the best part for you, and you can have a lot of fun. And even if you don't get in the play, the best thing will happen for you if you really do your best. Okay, let's get going with the tips. I have a lot of tips here that I am very excited to share with you. Some of this I've learned from other people, and some I've learned from my own experience. The first one is, when you go into audition, be confident and act like your character. This also applies to auditions via video submission, which are also common. But also, to quote Genie from Aladdin Jr., just be yourself. Make sure there's that element of yourself in your character as well. I will get into this in more detail in a later slide. Also, in theater you are always auditioning. I've had multiple directors tell me this. When you show up for your audition or callback, the director and other people in charge are not just watching when you do your audition, but how you act the entire time you're there. Whether you're talking with someone and getting to know them, talking with a friend, by yourself, no matter what you're doing, you're auditioning. And even after the auditions and callbacks and after you get the part, if you go back to that same theater, they're going to consider how they've seen you act and what they've seen you do in previous shows. So you're really always auditioning, even when you're doing rehearsals and performances. You never stop auditioning in theater. No worries, but I'm just letting you know that. Here's a list of tips from Deborah Bonner that I found very useful that she posted on Facebook. How to prepare for an audition. Choose the right song. Practice, practice, practice. Do vocal warm-ups. Dress the part. And make an impression. I've used those and they've all been incredibly helpful and made my audition a lot better of an experience. So let's delve deeper into each one of these. Choose the right song. Okay, what this means is that you need to find the right song that fits the show, your character, and you. It needs to be in the same style of the show, or at least a similar one. It's great if it can be something the character you want would sing. It also, most importantly, needs to be something true to you and that shows what you can do with your voice. FYI, the same guidelines apply to monologues, you just don't have to sing those. Okay, I've already been over the practice bit, but I'll just emphasize it again. Practice, practice, practice. I don't know if I can emphasize this enough. I've had directors tell me, practice so much you annoy your family and people you're around. I've literally had people be like, you have permission to be annoying, just practice. Which I do, and I don't know how many people find it annoying, but I find it fun. Do vocal warm-ups. Vocal warm-ups are exercises you do with your voice before you sing. These are a great idea whenever you sing. They act like warm-ups for sports. They help so that you don't strain the muscles you use when you sing. Singing also sounds a whole lot better after warming up. Warm-ups don't take long to do. You can find some really quick ones by just Google searching or YouTube searching or asking someone who sings. You don't want to overstrain your voice before you perform or audition or just before you sing anywhere, but you do definitely want to warm up. I had a solo at the very beginning of a play once, and I definitely was much happier with how I sounded when I warmed up than when I forgot. I don't think anybody else noticed when I forgot, but I was definitely happier with how I sounded when I did warm up. Here's a really quick warm up you can do anytime, anywhere. You just sit up straight, take a deep breath in, use your chest voice, and go, Dress the part. This is probably my favorite tip to do. It's really fun, and it means just what it sounds like, to dress like the character you want. Make an impression. No, I am not emphasizing that too much. Okay, what this means is you need to make an impression when you're auditioning. No pressure, this is just a tip. But show the way you do the part, not just the way you see in a movie or another play. You can follow the example of the character from the movie or another play, or pull things you like from those things that you've seen or versions that you've read, but add your own touch. It will be noticed. Hopefully this slide is making somewhat of an impression too. Here's something you will probably need to know for auditions and a lot of other theater stuff. Slating. Slating is when you stand up and say your name, age, the part you want, and what you're going to sing or what monologue you're going to do. What you say when you're doing your slating can vary based on what the people in charge want you to do. It will usually say in the audition information, but this is what I've seen and what I've done is basically a standard slate, and you're probably safe going with this if you're just asked to slate. An example of slating would be, I'm making this up, my name is Amelia Smith, I'm 22 years old, I am auditioning for the part of Belle, and will be singing Over the Rainbow from Wizard of Oz. And for a monologue, if you're auditioning for a play, it could be something like, my name is Amelia Smith, I am 22 years old, I am auditioning for the part of Puck, and I will be doing one of Ariel's monologues from Act 1, Scene 2 of The Tempest. So, that's slating. Alright, time for the fun facts. Have you heard of Idina Menzel? If you don't recognize the name, you probably know who she is without even knowing it. Here's a hint. If you guessed that I was humming Let It Go from Disney's Frozen, you were correct. Idina Menzel was the voice of Elsa in that movie. What you might not know is that she also played the part of Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West, in the musical Wicked. The thing is, when she was auditioning for the part of Elphaba, her voice cracked on one of the crazy high notes and she thought she wouldn't get the part. But she did all of the other steps. She probably practiced and warmed up. She dressed the part, even painting her skin green for the audition. And she made an impression. And she got that part. If you want to see what I'm talking about, there's a link in the video description to a video of her singing the song Defying Gravity from that musical. What I'm trying to say with that story is that even if something goes wrong, keep going and don't worry. It's okay to make mistakes, even in the audition. It's okay to make mistakes even in the play. I've had a whole lot of mistakes happen in auditions, in the play, in rehearsal, but it's okay. Just keep going. Here's another story. A director I had once, who also directed school plays, told everyone auditioning this story. The director had directed The Lion King at a school, and was then directing The Wizard of Oz at that same school. Her story was about a girl that auditioned for Lion King, but didn't get a main part at all. She still worked hard though, and the director noticed, and trusted her with anything extra that she needed. That girl did whatever she was assigned as well as she could, whether it was something bigger or something really small and silly. And in the next play, Wizard of Oz, that girl got the part of Dorothy. I've had a similar experience to that girl. The point of that story is even if you don't get the part you want the first time, or even the second and third time, keep trying. If you enjoy theater and really want to, you don't have to at all if you don't like it or don't want to. But if you keep trying and keep working hard and doing everything you can, eventually you'll get the part you want. I didn't get a main part, which was also the part I wanted, until the fourth play I did. But I loved every single part I had and had a lot of fun. In fact, one of my favorite plays that I've done, I didn't have a main part at all. I was in the ensemble, but I loved every single minute of it. It was awesome. Okay, after the audition, if you got the part you wanted, great! Congrats, keep it up. And if you didn't, you're still great. Keep up the good work. Enjoy the part you did get. work hard at it, and have fun. I've had fun with a lot of parts that weren't the part I wanted. In fact, in one play I got the one part in the entire play that I told myself I was not okay with. But because of the version of the play I was doing, it turned out that I was comfortable with the part. And I actually had a lot of fun and loved it. And it was a great experience. I'm not saying to do something if you're completely uncomfortable with it. But if you're disappointed, that's okay too. But you can still have fun. There's still hope. Don't worry. And if you didn't even make it in the play, don't stop trying if you don't want to. Maybe it just wasn't the perfect time for you. Believe in yourself and keep trying and working hard. Have fun with even preparing for auditions. And you can even be the part you want at home. I honestly do that. When I'm at home, I will sometimes picture myself as different dream parts, and it's super fun too. It feels like I really have that part, and I do it with actually more than one part. And it's actually pretty much almost as fun, if not as fun, as doing it on stage. Okay, one more important tip. In acting confident, don't doubt yourself. Believe in yourself. To quote Genie again, but this time from Aladdin 2019, you have got to be more confident about what you have to offer. You're special. You have a lot to offer, no matter who you are. And quoting Genie from Aladdin Jr., the main event is you. Even if you're just ensemble or just imagining you're a character in your own mind at home, you're still important. And you're important not even as that character, as you. You're still important, no matter if you've got a part or not. You can do this. Don't just act confident, be truly confident, because you can. Go out there and break a leg. Don't worry. You're amazing. You got this. All right. That's all for now. I hope you learned a lot and are now excited rather than nervous for your next audition. I can't wait to celebrate your next big steps. And congrats on any part you get, whether it be main role, supporting role, ensemble, or even in your own pure imagination. Quoting Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. See you next time in my video all about characters. It's going to be really fun and I'm really excited. Oh, also, FYI, I am planning on, after a few videos to get this channel started, to release at least one every month. You might get more sometimes, but I'll at least try to do one every month. Please like, share, and subscribe for updates. Thanks for watching!